How's it going? David from Comic Book Investments. So I got this book back from CGC, and this has to be the worst packing job by CGC ever. I mean, for a company that is worth hundreds of millions of dollars, you think they would do a little bit better. And also, if you notice when you get a packing slip back from CGC, it'll say checked by quality control. I don't know how this went past at all. This is a disaster on all fronts. And I'll just show you the comic here. I can't believe it. So basically this is, you hear that? Yeah. So it had this flimsy cardboard. Look how thin, just normal flimsy cardboard. And here it is. All the pieces are literally in the bag, shattered, millions of different pieces. You can see it, like there's pieces in the book. This shattered, completely shattered. I'll have pictures, but you can see down here, obviously, it's loose out of here. There's this whole side is coming up, as you can see. I mean, there's tons of this. Look at all this. There's just shattered, just pieces everywhere. All these little pieces of plastic everywhere, all in this bag. And so you're wondering, okay, how do they pack this? Now, if you don't normally get boxes back from CGC, if you get a big box, so usually a box with like 25, it's like the size of a CGC short box. You know, those white ones that you have, comic book box. It's the size of that, and they just put them in there, and they'll usually put these in between them, like every 3 or 4 books. And it's a pretty big box. So this right here is the CGC box, as you can see. And it's full of comics right now, but as you see, tons and tons of comics inside, and that's how they stack them sideways. Well, this book, you're wondering, okay, how is this stacked? Why wasn't it stacked sideways? No, they didn't stack it sideways where, you put it in like that. They literally put it on top, just laid on top with one piece of cardboard on top of it. So they laid it on top of the box like this, just like that. This literally was how it was. And as you can see, it comes basically to the top where the bend is. So when they closed up the box, any sort of damage, boom, like that on top, shattered the book. Now I could show you me opening this video right here of this opening the package. That I obviously opened it up, but I see this and I'm like, are you kidding me? That's exactly how I found it. Just like that. Just plopped right on top. No any sort of protection or packing or anything like that. So needless to say, I'm not too happy. I looked over the book. The book itself, because there's outer hard shell plastic and then there's the inner thinner plastic. It seems to be fine. I don't think the book was damaged. The book was already in pretty low condition to begin with. It even split this thinner plastic, as you can see right here. This the way how much it shattered it. So you're asking yourself, okay, well, what do you do in this situation? So there's a thing on eBay where you can go, There's a thing on CGC where you can go and basically fill out this little form that the book was damaged, and you send it back to them, and they recase it for free. They pay for the return shipping label, so you don't have to pay extra return shipping, anything. It's pretty much completely free. But the downside of it is you have to wait for your book. Now, it doesn't go through the same process as one getting graded. It just goes for encapsulation. So usually you're looking at about 3 to 4 weeks turnaround time on something like this. So it doesn't matter if it's a modern tier or if it's economy tier or whatever it is. It's like 3 to 4 weeks. It doesn't matter to the tier. This is another one, but I got back from CGC. This is kind of dumb. So you can see up here, it says conserved. It gave it that silver label. Usually conserved is saved for things that are just minor little things, like maybe like some tear seals or just a simple cover clean. But it's like that in between, like restored and unrestored kind of step. If you have color touch, that's going to get a restored purple label, things like that. But just little, like maybe some tape, things like that. Well, normally you're like, well, why did this get conserved? Well, because this is signed. Every single one of these are signed. Now, normally this would get a green qualified label. So if it's an unverified signature, that's what they do. They give it a green qualified label. They gave it a considered label, so I have to send this one back too. And now I have to wait some more time to put this up. This one's pretty interesting. They only made 250 of these. It's the wedding anniversary, but this was only given out to like executives at some meeting, and it was signed. This is 237 to 250. Yeah, you know, a retailer's meeting. So didn't have too many of these, but now has that conserved label. I'm gonna have to send it back in and get the qualified label, a green label. It's a 9.8, so I definitely want to do that. But yeah, so this is kind of annoying. I mean, I'm just basically losing time at this point, but for sending this back in, I'm glad the book wasn't damaged at all. But like, who ships it like this? Seriously, just put it on top. You know those boxes, things get stacked on those boxes when FedEx has them or whoever has them, and people drop them and all sorts of stuff. So it's like, come on, take the little, and this is all you had protecting it, this little thin thing? Come on. I mean, you should know better than that. The reason why they did that is because they sent this. This is an oversized case. So as you can see, it's not the same size case as, say, a normal book. There's a normal book. See how much bigger it is? There's all this extra room. It's an oversized case. So normally what they do is they put those in different boxes, but they sent it in a normal size case box, and it wouldn't fit. So some idiot just put it on top, thinking that would be fine. When what they should have done is given it a bigger box and put it in there. If you want to combine them all with the normal size, I've had it happen before, and then they fill the sides, you know, because these are smaller, with bubble wrap and stuff like that, and they'll have one that's bigger. Or you could send it on its own. I've even had it that way, where this comes in a single box because it's not going to fit with the rest of them. I don't know. Someone over there got lazy. Maybe they got fired by now. Who knows? I'm sure if you did something like that once, you're probably doing other dumb things again. So, yeah. But that's it. Have a great day.